Since its debut in 2015, the musical Hamilton has become one of the most lauded pieces of musical theater in recent memory. Beloved by critics and audiences alike, the production has earned 11 Tony Awards and broken box office records. The production serves as a biographical retelling of the life and times of the often-forgotten founding father, Alexander Hamilton. The narrative follows Hamilton's rise from orphaned immigrant to one of the most prominent figures in the formation of the United States. A great deal of interest in the show came from its use of hip-hop and R&B in its music, as well as the casting decision to have all non-white actors portray founding fathers. The production served as a meta-commentary to the growing anti-immigrant sentiments that propelled Donald Trump to the top of the presidential Republican ticket in 2016.
The show has become a powerful force in the subversion of America's founding mythos, but also upended stodgy Broadway norms of what musical theater could look and sound like, and who it could represent.
Despite the overwhelming praise the production has received, the narrative glosses over the unsavory and problematic aspect of Hamilton's life and career. Although technically abolitionist, Hamilton married into the wealthy Schuyler family, whom held slaves. He also negotiated, purchased, and transported enslaved peoples for his family, and in the practice was no champion for extending human rights to blacks nor women. The production also portrays Hamilton as a victim in his own adulterous affair. Slaveholders George Washington and Thomas Jefferson are also portrayed in positive lights. The former is positioned as Hamilton's political rival, but their quarrel is focused around their disagreement on the role of government, not the hypocrisy of slave ownership in the supposedly new free nation. One of Hamilton's most poignant criticisms comes from activist and writer Ishmael Reed. In 2019, his production of The Haunting of Lin-Manuel Miranda portrays the slaves and Native Americans Alexander Hamilton harmed during his life as apparitions that literally haunt Miranda in a similar style to that of The Christmas Carol. Reed writes, "Can you imagine Jewish actors in Berlin taking roles of Goering, Goebbels, Eichmann, Hitler?" New attention has recently brought to these issues. As black and brown bodies are ravaged by coronavirus, police brutality, and Black Lives Matter gains ground in the fight against systematic oppression. Now the pushback is palpable. Lin-Manuel responded in a tweet, "All criticisms are valid. The sheer tonnage of complexities and failings of these people I couldn't get, or wrestled with, but cut. I took 6 years and fit as much as I could in a 2.5-hour musical. I did my best. It's all fair game." Recently, there's also been the introduction of the 1619 Project, which has shifted the conversation about the role of slavery in the formation of the United States, arguing that the United States founding is intrinsically tied to the practice of slavery. Is it time to deconstruct this founding mythos fully? Did Hamilton hide its whitewashed narrative behind POC casting choices and nods to hip-hop culture? Is this a product of its time? And if so, have we reached its expiration point?